I'm Veronica Yepes from Boston School International, and it wasn't long ago that I decided to channel my inner Shakespeare and write a poem. But since I'm no expertise on the topic, I went over to handy dandy Google for inspiration. As I was going up on my way, I came across this poem. Silly little girl, don't fool yourself. They've seen your scars, they just don't want to help. Little do they know how much could change. With 3 little words, are you okay? I would give credit to the author, but it was anonymously published in Quora. This poem made me think how we really don't know what is going on inside someone's head. So I took it upon myself to be the change someone might need with 3 little words. I asked 5 of my friends if they wanted to help me with their project. I just told them that they had to answer questions every day for a week, and they all agreed. Little did they know that I was just looking out for their mental health. The questions I asked them every day for 6 days were: how are you? How did you sleep? Have you eaten? If so, was it any good? Do you want a hug? And do you need a hug? For the most part, all of my friends answer the same way every day. I did not ask them to explain themselves. Some did, some didn't. But as the week progressed, I realized I ended up having meaningful conversations with my friends that were responding with one-word answers. At the end of the day, I still found out why they had gotten late to bed that night, even if they didn't say so while answering the questions. I did not ask them why, but they still gave me a reason. After noting and reviewing my observations, I reached some conclusions. First, that my friends are sleep deprived. And second, that everyone could use a hug. Like I mentioned, I asked them if they wanted a hug and if they needed a hug. And for the most part, their answers were different. Some of my friends wanted a hug but did not need it, and some needed it but did not want it. So the easy solution is hug everyone, right? But it's not as simple as that, but we'll get to it. Like I said, I asked those questions every day for 6 days, but my project lasted a week. Well, this is because the last day I asked different questions. The questions were: before I asked you to help me with this project, did you have someone that checked up on you? Did you feel better, worse, or the same after I checked up on you? Do you feel that this week was annoying, or did you enjoy having someone that checked up on you? Now that you've lived it, if you could go back to last week, would you say no? And that any comments were welcomed. The answers I got made me realize how much of an impact I had actually made. All of my friends told me that they did not have someone that checked up on them, and that they enjoyed having someone that did. They told me that they felt better after I asked them how they had slept in the morning. And some even told me that they started to look forward to it. No one regretted it, and everyone enjoyed their week. After the week ended, I felt like I needed to do more. So I decided to meet with my high school principal and propose him several ideas, because this needed to be taken to a bigger scale. We met twice, and we reached some agreements. We would have mental days / digital detox days every trimester. And we would have mental health-oriented activities at the end of the day every 2 weeks. And the school psychologist would be more approachable for everyone who might need it. Another thing that I had in mind is that maybe next year we can take this research to a bigger scale, involve different age groups, and analyze school-wide data. I really believe that we can make a difference and we can start a change. This past year was hard for everyone, and it makes me sad that we had to wait for a global pandemic to happen to realize that not everyone is okay. I hope that this can lead to even bigger change, not only within my friend group or my school, but maybe even as big as my country. Mental health matters, and I think that if we want to fix all of the other problems this world has, we should start with our own. I thank you for listening to how the change started in me, and let's make sure that we're asking those 3 little words. Are you okay?